Now that we've looked at the process of printing manual checks, entering vendor invoices, posting those invoices, and then paying your AP checks, and also the process of posting and reversing checks, let's take a look at some of the other options that are available in accounts payable. First, let's look at the print check register. Print check register allows you to view all of the checks that have been entered in the system for a date range, and that's based on their posting date. We'll go from the beginning of the year through the middle of the month. And then you can choose whether or not you want to see all checks, which would be A, only checks that have cleared the bank, which would be C, or checks that have not cleared the bank, which would be N. And we'll go ahead and say A to view everything. And then you'll see we see for AP checks the invoices, the vendor that the checks were written to, the total check amount, and then the check number for each of those checks, with a total for checks for the date range. And you also see the check date and the date that the check was posted to. You'll also see, if you have any payroll checks for that time period, will print on a second page of the report or on a separate page. In addition to print check register, you also have the cash flow forecast. The cash flow forecast shows you AP invoices that have not yet been paid, as well as accounts receivable entries that have not been received, so that you can get an anticipated idea of how the money is going to be moving through your business. So as we look at that report for this date range, you'll see that we start with the outstanding receivables, which hopefully we'll be receiving, and then the outstanding payables, which if we had any we would see those appear over here, and then you can see the start check account for each time period, and then the net change and the resulting ending account. And as you can see with the data we have on our system right now, everything's gone in the red, which obviously is not a very ideal situation for your business. So that can be a helpful report to help you see what's really happening with, or what's happening and what should be happening over the next several weeks or months with your business. You can also reconcile your bank account using the software. The software will allow you to calculate your finance or your bank charges in there. It will let you look at deposits. Let's go ahead and pull that up. We're going to reconcile the bank account for the standard bank account, and we've actually already entered that, so I'm going to pull it up and modify. And you can see that we start with, the software will show you the beginning balance in your general ledger for that account. You'll be able to enter the bank statement beginning and ending balance. Let's make this a little bit closer to what it's really like. And the current deposits that are outstanding you can see, as well as you can enter any bank charges or interest that you've received and any returned check amounts. Then you can enter which checks have cleared the bank, and then see based on that what your adjusted general ledger balance should be. Let's go ahead and save that. The software will then offer to post any bank charges for you that need to be posted, and we'll go ahead and post that. You'd pick an appropriate account, and I'm just going to find, I'm not sure what we've got in here, so we'll just put that in. And then you can also have it post your bank interest. And again, you'd have to pick the appropriate accounts for that. Then you can go in and you can view either the headers or the details. The headers would give you just the summary information, whereas if you select view and view the details, then you'll see the specific checks that have been reconciled, or you can print a reconciliation report for any month that you've done a reconciliation for. And here you'll see the same information, the bank account balance, in the software, the bank statement balance. You'll see the deposits that have been entered, the charges, etc. So it's basically the same information that we were looking at on the screen. And that's the bank reconciliation module. You can go in and view a check if you want to see what you used a specific check for. Let's see if we can put one in that we can find. At any rate, you could put in that check number and view the check. You can also void checks, which would reverse out that check, you'd have to re-enter any invoices or whatever, and you can print 1099s in the software, which is just a matter of keying in the information that you want to print, and then those will print on the standardized forms.